Hey guys, it's Jonah here, your favourite host for homebrew reviews and all things slightly crazy in the homebrew world. Well, if you don't like homebrew, I also drink a whole load of beer. But today, I'm revisiting an old friend from Portsmouth, Mr. Zippy Searle. And as some of you may know, last year he had a bit of an accident, and I compiled a box. Well, it was a box and a half of little things for him, and I drove it down. Ever since then, we've been sort of communicating and stuff, and he's a really great guy. Gave me a couple of little Christmas prezzies and all this stuff, but he also gave me some ciders and some mead, and I've been savouring them for a while. They've been savouring them. I've been saving them, especially the mead, because I was under strict instructions. And also, I was given instructions not to give certain other home brewers an opportunity to try them, because some people are easily waylaid, shall we say. Anyway, there's going to be a few of Zippy's drinks coming up, so we'll call it the Zippy mini-series. How about that? And this is the first one today. This one is Blackberry and Strawberry Cider, and it comes in at 8.5%. The label is unfortunately a bit damp. I've left these in my shed, which is nice and cold, but I know during the pouring of some of these, some of the actual cider leaked down the sides, and being a lazy man, such as I am, I didn't wipe it off. So there was a bit of mould growing on it, so I hope the contents are okay. They should be, because I'll let you into a trade secret. I used to work in pubs, you see, and a lot of pubs don't have much cellar space, so they tend to pile up bottles in the crates out the back. And sometimes, because there's food and stuff in pubs, sometimes you have a rat problem out the back. So some of your bottles that you get in pubs, and a lot of people think that being in bottle is much more hygienic than taking stuff off draft. Well, let me tell you, rats, they do certain things after they've had food and drink, and that's going to end up on your bottle. So think about that next time you're enjoying a cold drink in a pub. Get draft beer, it's much better. Anyway, so as you can see, I've cleaned the mouldy stuff off because I don't want that featuring in my video. And you might recognise the label and the bottle. Now, Zippy assures me he doesn't drink crabbies. It's one of his relatives that lives with him drinks a shitload of crabbies, so he has a lot of crabbies bottles. Yeah, you can pay me the money later, Zippy. You don't drink crabbies? I love crabbies, actually. Right, anyway, this is going to be quite strong. 8.5, and it's we won't say cellar temperature. This is shed temperature. Whoa, Jesus! Oh, it's gone all over the floor. Mrs. Jonna is not going to be very happy. Tell you what, guys, we're going to cut it there. I'm going to do a quick clean up, and I'll be back for this bad boy in a minute. Okay guys, one furious mopping up later, I'm back with an almost full glass of cider. Zippy, you give me 2 exploding beers now. Come on. No worries. Carbonation's good. What more can I say? It is very, very cloudy, however. Don't know if you can see. And this has been sitting for 2.5 months maybe. So I think that furious carbonation has mixed all the sediment up, and yeah, I can see little floaters around in there. Never mind, never mind. These things sometimes happen when you're dealing with homebrew. And I believe most of these were bottled straight from the fermenting bucket, so there was no kind of sitting on their laurels, shall we say. Anyway, I think I need a drink. It's about time. This is Blackberry and Strawberry, I think it is, cider. Take 2. Now we're getting really good fruit notes. We're getting a yeasty kind of aroma as well, probably because of all the mixing up going on in here and in the bottle. Yeah, it's very earthy. Am I getting the apples from the cider? Not really, I have to say. Let's get stuck in. Cheers to you, Zippy. I'm now standing on a wet floor because of you, dude. Alright. Now, up front, I'm getting very bitter, very tart fruit. I think I'm getting more of the blackberry over the strawberry, but the strawberry's definitely there. But it's very dark, it's very bitter, it's not sweet fruit. So, from a certain point of view, you can tell that that's real fruit. It's not additives, because they're sickly sweet, aren't they? And I doubt this has been back sweetened. There's not much taste of the apple, I have to say. Very, very odd. Maybe just tailing out into the apple at the end, but the tartness, the fruitiness, is all up front. This tastes very much like my strawberry cider that I made from the concentrate, because, no, don't feel offended, I'll tell you why. Because the strawberries and the blackcurrants are taking, the blackberries, sorry, are taking control, and the apples are very much in the secondary. In fact, in this kind of cider, the apples, it doesn't really matter that it's a cider, because it's more like a wine. It's up near 8-9%. It's almost as though it's not quite a cider anymore. I don't know, that doesn't make sense. Brewmaster Ben, and I'll credit him for this, he called this kind of stuff cider. I know mine was up near sort of 12-13%, but this is very, very similar in taste. So I'll call this a cider instead of a cider. I guess it's because it's a wine cider. Does that make sense? I guess you call it a strong cider. The other thing to say with this is going to be completely deadly, and I'll tell you for why. The whole alcohol burn that I should be getting from an 8.5-9% drink, I'm not getting at all. It's totally gone. If you said this was 5%, I'd believe you. In fact, if you said this was a Kopparberg, I think I'd believe you there as well. You said, oh yeah, this is Kopparberg mixed fruit, apart from the cloudiness, and that's obviously a problem with the priming. I would believe that this was a commercial cider. It is that good. I don't think it's quite a Recorderly, because they tend to be a bit more kind of industrial, a bit more metallic to the taste. But Kopparberg, this is definitely that kind of drink. Zippy himself, I know, does not give a shit about either Kopparberg or Recorderly. But he makes some proper mean cider. That's all I know. Anyway, guys, I better start drying the floor before the missus notices. And we'll see you very soon for another one of Zippy's brews. I think next time I'm going to chill it down in the fridge. Make sure it's very, very, very cold before I open it. Okay, guys, take care. We'll see you soon for another homebrew review, and hopefully it won't explode this time. Cheers, guys. Shit. Fuck.